All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus. Today we're talking about some extremely important Vikings training camp battles that we got our peepers on.
Our peepers, our peepees, everything. And speaking of battles, look at that guy down the corner. We all know the Ultimate Warrior's been through a few battles in his day. He's still battling up in heaven. Guarantee him and the Macho Man having a match right now with Jesus as a guest special referee. Before we get in that, subscribe to the channel, like, and comment, and let's talk about some of these battles.
Let's talk about some battles. Let us know some of the battles you're looking forward to. I mean, there's a lot of battles. These are the ones that mostly stick out to us. And let's just start off with the most obvious one. And let's start off with that quarterback position. Sam Darnold, rookie J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah, and there's already a ton of different takes on this. There's people who would believe it's going to be J.J. McCarthy's going to win this thing. There's others who think it's already Sam Darnold's job. The Vikings aren't going to give it to McCarthy no matter how good he looks. We'll see. This thing has to unfold. I do feel like McCarthy has made some steps since that first mini camp where he couldn't hit the coach standing there. It sounds like it's gone a little bit better. Obviously, he's got a rocket arm, but Darnold's been getting a lot of praise too. So I do think this is going to be a battle. Is it going to be heated? I don't know. I think it's going to be a very friendly battle.
I don't think I've seen, and let me know, I don't think I've seen anywhere where an actual someone who follows the NFL has said that they think J.J. McCarthy is going to get it. Like I've seen nothing but Sam Darnold. I mean, Pelissero, who was it today? I mean, even just saying like, this is going to be Darnold's job. I mean, I haven't seen anybody but fans thinking it's McCarthy. Have you?
I think it was it Thor? I thought Thor said it was still McCarthy's going to get it.
I mean, he loves McCarthy. He would say
I know, but I think it was Thor.
Hall of Fame this year. Yeah, but like as far as people who follow the Vikings, it sounds like it's Darnold's job to lose. It sounds like he's doing everything right. Doesn't mean we want Darnold to start, but I'm fully prepared that Darnold is going to be the guy. Not that that's what I want, but that's what I think is going to happen.
This is what I expect to hear from now until August 16th. I think it's going to be nothing but Darnold's job. Darnold's with the ones. Darnold's your starting quarterback. Again, late. I think things could change. Assuming McCarthy does progress and looks good. Like, I think he can win this job. He just has to go and take it and look the part and know the offense. If he shows that, I think he could be a day one starter.
Oh, yeah. I fully agree. Fully agree that he absolutely could, and I hope he is. I just don't think it'll happen. Sam the man. We're going to see a big old scoop of Sam Darnold. Let's go to a different one. Let's go to Caleb Evans and Mekhi Blackman. Taking turns so far at that outside corner.
Yeah. And Mekhi Blackman, kind of, I think he played a lot of slot last year, kind of the nickel dude. And now you put him outside. Caleb Evans was not good last year. Let's not forget how bad he was in this system, the same defense, playing outside corner, fell off a freaking cliff at the end of the year to the point where he looked like he didn't know what he was doing. If he wanted to be out there, he's letting receivers just run clear by him. So I love the fact they're trying someone else out there, Mekhi Blackman. God, I hope he wins this job. I really do.
I mean, he should. There's no reason he shouldn't. I mean, he graded out very well in coverage last year as a rookie. He only started 3 games, but when he was out there, he definitely looked better than just better than you'd expect a rookie. Was he third round pick?
Last pick of the 3rd round, almost a 4th rounder.
And he definitely played a lot outside as well. I mean, I think that's where his spot is. I mean, with Evans, the good thing I love about him is his size. He's got 6'2". Blackman's like 5'11". I don't think he's 6 foot. But Evans, I don't care if he's 9 feet tall at this point. Not great. So Mekhi Blackman, man, he better win.
Well, what sucks even more about Evans was like he was pulled, put back in, and then like, given his second chance already, and still sucked. So I don't know. I'm just over it. I'm over him.
Somebody put in the comments, and it might be valid to chalk it up to just injuries. He wasn't ready. He wasn't I mean, because we've seen him, even his rookie year was much better than what we saw. And he's had a lot of injury issues going on. So maybe it just all caught up to him.
There was even moments earlier in the season where he was playing much better. I know he had like the couple that interception against the Chargers. I think he batted it instead of catching it and ended up being reception and cost us the game. But I just feel like at the end of the season, he just was not the same player. Even at his worst, he was worse than his worst before that. That's how bad he got.
I think we all agree. So that one will definitely mean a lot of cornerback battles to be watching, especially at the bottom of the depth chart, but this one will be very important. Next one, let's go to the tight end position. TJ Hawkinson, everybody's expecting him to be out for the first 6-7 weeks, whatever it is. So it comes down to who's going to be seeing some balls.
Who's going to fill his shoes? Who's going to stand that tall?
We got Bob Tunyon, recently signed superstar. We have Josh Oliver last year and Johnny Munt. I mean, Nick Muse is down there, but we're not going to throw him in the conversation yet. So I think you and I agree. Josh Oliver will probably be in that kind of same role where he's out there all the time, mostly blocking, see some balls his way. But who's going to be the guy who gets like 3 to 6 receptions a week?
Yeah, because I believe Munt kind of took that role over when Hawkinson went down last year. Now you got Bob Tunyon, a little more polished receiver, a guy who's had some pretty decent seasons with the Packers back in the day, and he's hungry. Coming back off a bad year with the Bears, where he wasn't much, part of the offense at all.
Everybody had a bad year on the Bears.
It's true. It's true. So I think that's going to be the question. And who is it going to be? And you mentioned Josh Oliver. I could see maybe some more looks for him. But again, I think his role's kind of set in this offense, what he's going to do, what he's asked to do. So I think it comes down to these two. And it's going to be interesting to see. When Bob Tunyon was first brought in, they're kind of like, oh, I mean, Camp Body maybe makes the team. But now I think he's going to make the team for sure and even be like the primary pass catching tight end week 1.
Yeah, I mean, if it's strictly pass catcher, Tunyon 10 times out of 10. Not even close. And I think Oliver will see some more balls his way. I mean, he had career receptions last year with 26. I don't remember what it was. And Johnny Munt will still definitely be in the mix. But Bob, throw it to Bob. Dude has just been so damn good. I mean, last year, I don't even count that. That was like he was retired last year on that Bears, just buried on that depth chart.
So many offensive weapons on that Bears team last year.
Team of Chicago. This is his moment to come back, stick it to the Packers fans as well, and fill in for those first handful of weeks.
Yeah, hopefully he's healthy. If he's healthy, I think Bob Tunyon can have a role in this offense and a very good one at that. Let's go to the final camp battle, the big one, other than the quarterback position, the left guard, Dalton Reisner against Blake Brandel in a steel cage.
Blake Brandel. Well, it came out yesterday that Blake Brandel is still the starter. Like that's what they still see him as, and I'm sure they'll still be looking their way. But I think this one's over already. I think Brandel, they're just hard up for this guy to be the guy. Not that it might last very long, but I mean, I can't see Reisner taking him over.
The contracts sure look like Brandel is the starter. Reisner's numbers just came out, and they're not very good. They're paltry, as they would say, very paltry contract, not poultry.
Not a chicken?
Poultry. That's poultry. I think Brandel's going to be given every chance to win this job and almost be handed it, but Reisner can definitely win it with solid performance. Vikings know what they have in Reisner. Brandel's kind of an unknown as a left guard, as a starting left guard. So, yeah, I think he'll be given the opportunity to be able to throw it to ones, but he could definitely lose this thing, and Reisner can win this job and take it.
I don't think Reisner wins this job at all. I think if he gets it, it's just because Brandel lost the job. Like Reisner, Reisner's not going to come in and all of a sudden be a all-pro guard. Like we know what Reisner is. They know what he is. Fantastic depth, good starter, but he's not going to come in and win it. Brandel is going to lose it.
That's a good point. It could very well happen. And I think this is going to be one of the bigger battles in camp because I think Reisner, he's going to be with the twos. And if you said it, Brandel starts screwing up, blowing blocks, not knowing his assignments.
Be like, oh, coach, did you see that? What a horrible play by Blake Brandel. That was bad. You need to go watch that on tape. Yuck.
He might just undermine him. I don't think he will. Ryder seems like a pretty good dude.
Oh, so. Another bad play by Blake.
Wow. Let me get in a fight.
I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that'll be definitely a big one. And then just quick, the final one. I mean, I think Jonathan Bullard ends up, I think him and Harrison Phillips, as much as we might not want it, I know you're not a Bullard guy, I think he's going to be the starter. So another one to watch is definitely the Tillery and Jacalyn Roy, because Jacalyn Roy is getting some rave reviews early, which is beautiful. Want nothing more than that dude to come out and just be like, damn, I could be a solid starter. But Tillery Roy will be a good one to watch.
What about Jonah Williams? You're forgetting about Jonah Williams.
I'm not forgetting about Jonah Williams. I look forward to his beautiful depth on the defensive line and comes in a pinch, but Tillery Roy, just like Macho Man and Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, what a match. WrestleMania 7, I believe, the retirement match.
I just remember Macho Man gave that dude so many things off the top rope.
Yeah.
And didn't work. Warrior was victorious.
Yeah. And an interesting side note to that match, that's when Miss Elizabeth rejoined the Macho Man after that.
Oh, boy, that was so lame when they did that. I just remember Macho Man, he did it, and he doing that fake, couldn't believe Warrior got up. I'm done.
I couldn't either.
All right. Well, tune into our next wrestling show next week.
Apparently. And also remember this, the guy in the corner is familiar with this. Cocaine is derived from the coca leaves grown in Bolivia, Peru, and Colombia.